Hi, I'm Paul Fariga, President and Chief Storyteller at WordWrite. Welcome to the fourth episode in our video series on crisis communication. Our goal in this series is to help you avoid the worst headline you never want to read. In other words, helping you engage in effective crisis planning. Each episode in our series shares a tool you can use to begin the process of avoiding the worst headline you never want to read for your organization. In our first three episodes, we reviewed the difference between a crisis and an issue, how to identify your top 5 most likely crisis scenarios, and how to decide who's on your crisis team for each of those scenarios. In this episode, we explore the 10 questions every crisis manager must answer when a crisis hits. Your answers could mean the difference between crisis success and failure. In a crisis, clear leadership is everything. If no one knows who's making the final call, chaos takes over. And a crisis is not a solo act. You have to ask if you have the right mix of decision makers, communicators, and technical experts ready to respond. Anticipating the worst lets you plan for the best. If you don't know your biggest risks, you won't have a strategy to mitigate them. Not all crises move at the same speed. Some demand immediate action, others require careful planning and response. Knowing the difference is key. Prioritization matters. Do you protect people? Secure data? Control the narrative? The first move sets the tone for everything else. Your response should be tailored to the people most affected, and that could be employees or customers or investors or the public. Every crisis is an opportunity to emerge stronger. Define success in advance so your response stays focused on that goal. In any crisis, there's an audience, competitors, regulators, the media, or even employees who could be potential obstacles. Helping you understand who might be an obstacle helps you get ahead of problems before they escalate. Critically important, who else do you need help from? Legal teams, PR firms, cybersecurity experts. Having a trusted network in place ensures you're not scrambling in the moment. And sometimes the biggest risk is doing nothing, inaction. If your crisis plan includes doing nothing, you better be sure that's a calculated choice with a high degree of likely success. Are you ready to take the next step to avoid the worst headline you never want to read? Download our handout, the 10 questions every crisis manager must ask, to help guide you and your team in a potential crisis so you can avoid the worst headline you never want to read. And if you want to know more, reach out to me personally or to our team through our website, by email, or through our social media. We'll see you next time for the final episode in our Crisis Communication series.